Comedians often push the edge, but sometimes a single joke can send their whole career crashing down. During his sold-out Netflix special, Matt chose to test the boundaries with a joke that immediately divided the crowd. It all began with a simple story about a restaurant in Baltimore.
The hostess who, seats you at the restaurant had a black eye. A full black eye. And it wasn't like, what happened? It was pretty obvious what happened. And we couldn't get over the fact that we're like, this is the face of the company? And my boy who I was with was like, yeah, I feel bad for her, man. I feel like they should put her in the kitchen or something where nobody has to see her face, And I was like, yeah, but I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye.
But maybe if you can't tell the joke, maybe comedy isn't for you, and this was just the beginning of Matt R's trouble. We'll get to that later in the video as Amy Schumer geared up for the biggest special of her career on HBO. The network probably expected headlines, just not for the wrong reasons.
I am a good person, I swear to you. I'm very old school. I think the guy should always pay on the first date for sex. And
the joke was undeniably funny. The only problem was that she didn't write it. It turns out it had been lifted straight from a well-known comedian from the 90s.
And maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I like it when the guy pays for sex. I mean that.
The internet quickly ran wild with the story, and soon every news outlet was covering it. That's when people started digging deeper, and let's just say a lot of her jokes began sounding a little too familiar.
You ever black out when you're drinking, or as I call it, time travel?
has anyone ever blacked out and been awake when they've come out of it? Thank you. Thank you, sister. It's kind of cool because you're a time traveler. You're just back in your body.
While maybe it was all just a strange coincidence, years earlier, she had actually mentioned how much she loved that exact special during conversation with Joe Rogan.
Attell is the best. Attell. Did you see his special road work?
I heard it's awesome.
It's so funny.
Schumer denied ever stealing a joke and even offered to take a lie detector test. But maybe that's exactly what a guilty person would say, while some comedians saw their careers collapse from one joke for her to unravel before it even began.
Are you all right? Yes. No, you are all left.
Not the worst joke ever, but maybe not the best choice for an opening line with millions watching Kathy Griffin's career. Came to a sudden halt after she posted a photo of herself holding a severed Trump head shortly after he took office. The backlash was immediate. CNN dropped her from their New Year's Eve special, sponsors pulled out, and her tour dates quickly turned into an apology tour.
I just want to make people laugh. That's all I want to do. So I screwed up. I don't think I will have a career after this. I'm going to be honest, he broke me. He broke me.
She did manage to make a comeback a few years later, but sponsors were still hesitant to return. Louis C.K. made an interesting observation about kids' names during a special.
You got to name your kid. That's a big deal right there. And you know what's amazing to me? You can name your kid anything you want. There are no laws. You can name your kid a name with no vowels if you want, like Singleton. Just 40F, that's his name. Go clean your room.
But fans couldn't help but notice something familiar when Louis C.K. made that exact same observation a few years later.
I don't care. The first one that comes out, I'm naming it Time for Bed. I said time for bed.
And if that weren't bad enough, Joe Rogan, one of the most influential voices in comedy, called him out for stealing jokes, making it nearly impossible for Dane to fully recover his reputation.
It turned around on him when that whole Louis C.K. plagiarism thing came out, and there's a lot of shit going on.
Stole some from Louis.
Oh, yeah, like a lot of things.
After comedian Andrew Schulz had 2 UK comedians on his podcast, the discussion turned to a viral TikTok trend called the Black Girlfriend Effect, a feel-good trend about white guys leveling up thanks to their girlfriends, though Schulz pushing the jokes a bit too far.
All of a sudden he's got buzz cut, clean shape up.
Glows
up, bro.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about it all the time. That's why they got to shave their hair.
Nah, bro. White guys with black girlfriends, they
grow
step,
a beard because there's more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of.
The podcast caught Kendrick Lamar's attention, and he fired back with a line in a song that sparked Schultz's cancellation. saying, "Don't let a white comedian talk about women." Andrew began his response by making a reasonable point about the hypocrisy of a rapper policing how anyone talks about women.
Rappers are telling comedians we need to be more respectful to women. So we got to sit back and reflect.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They're the most pious group.
Listen, nobody has respected women more than rappers. Okay?
Grouping Kendrick with other rappers wasn't exactly his smartest move, but fans mostly understood his point until he veered way off track, shifting from debating lyrics to mocking Kendrick's height and claiming how he'd handle him in a fight.
Just Kendrick, I would make love to him, and there's nothing he could do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him, and the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not. That's the only thing he could do. If it's me and Kendrick, no.
One of his co-hosts called it, "This moment wasn't Andrew's brightest move." Even celebrities like Meek Mill and Ice Cube's son joined in, dragging Schulz. But then false allegations began circulating, which he quickly addressed and shut down on his podcast.
But now they make it racist. They try to make me a... Did you guys see this?
Yeah.
This is hilarious. So one of my exes, she has been turning 29 for the last 5 years. I don't know if it's because, Hollywood isn't great to people that are trying to make it and they're in their 30s or whatever. But they looked at the ages and they're like, oh, she's 29 years old still. And they're like, oh, she must have been 16 when they're dating. I go, 16? I was on 5 shows on MTV when we were dating. How am I in a public relationship with a 16-year-old? There's her on X Factor saying she's 23. And I'm like, wait a minute, this girl's lying about her age. They believed the lie. Now they're posting it, trying to turn me into... Ice Cube's son tries to post some shit. Oh, yeah. And I just put right under it. I'm like, why don't you look up Google No Vaseline by your dad? And now he's in the comments explaining himself. Well, technically, that was a joke. It was a metaphor. It wasn't...
While Andrew lost thousands of fans, it wasn't a career ender, as the drama pushed him into mainstream media and earned him even more notoriety. While most would see it as a minor slip-up for Charles Rocket, who was rising as a cast member on SNL, it was a career killer. In the middle of a live broadcast, he dropped an F-bomb, and the reactions from his fellow cast members said it all.
I haven't been shot by black. I'd like to know who
SNL does not take cursing lightly, and that single moment led to Rocket's firing, a huge blow to his career that proved difficult to recover from. Similarly, a comedian appearing on a YouTuber's podcast didn't just cost him thousands of fans. It also played a part in the decline of one of the biggest podcasts in the space. It all began when Bobby Lee cracked a few jokes at the expense of co-host George Jenko.
Put me on a very strong map, and it made a lot of my avenues blow up. So I'm very blessed, but I didn't know I was going to be here. So
it's like that's... You done? It was just a long monologue.
He was just waiting.
Let me just say something. I loved what you were saying. It was just very long.
First of all, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Do not touch me.
My bad.
Thank you.
All right. But, yeah, we just need writers to edit that down.
I'm sorry.
Essentially, it was a really good monologue.
Usually when I do my comedy, I don't have writers in the room. I actually write my own stuff.
Okay, I can tell.
The jokes themselves weren't the problem. It was that Bobby kept getting a little too handsy, repeatedly touching George's leg, and hand despite being asked not to. But the real breaking point came in a now-deleted segment of the episode, when Bobby demanded someone smell him, and of course, everyone picked George.
I'm single now, and I've been... You want to smell my...
One of us in this room will.
Yeah. Smell my... I have no cologne here, but I spray the fuck on my... I'm not going to pull it out. I'm going to just do the underwear.
Question.
It would be him. It would be George.
Yeah, George.
It would.
Yeah.
In prison.
Yeah, I did. This part.
George's expression says it all. While we won't show what happened next, you can imagine just how uncomfortable he was. Not long after, he walked off the episode and eventually left the podcast, citing this moment as one of the key reasons.
Started the episode putting his balls in my face. I let that one go. Then every 2 seconds, he kept grabbing my dick. I don't think... How would you feel if a man that has his back completely towards you, that only turns around to grab your dick,
right,
talk shit to your face, and you can't smack or beat the living brakes off of this guy? Because Logan makes me apologize to this man, or I don't have a job on Impulsive anymore.
Eventually, George and Bobby Lee hashed things out, and Bobby personally apologized to George on his own podcast. But the damage to his reputation lingers, as even on recent posts you can still see comments referencing the situation. Going back to Matt R's cancellation. After his domestic abuse joke didn't sit well with fans, he doubled down with a joke ad about special needs helped to protect people from his jokes, and things quickly spiraled.